Hello Salem, and hello to my friends and neighbors in Salem's Ward 1. I'm Chris Malstrom, resident of the historic Derby Street neighborhood, proud member of the LGBTQ+ community, hospitality professional, community activist, and I am running to represent you, the residents of Ward 1, as your next city councilor. When my partner and I decided we wanted to find a new community to settle into just over 10 years ago, we absolutely fell in love with Salem. We loved its deep historic ties, beautiful waterfront, incredible and welcoming people, and that fun, extra witchy quirk that we all love about it. And we considered ourselves incredibly fortunate that we were able to find a place right on Essex Street that we could afford to call our own. As the years have passed, I've grown even more in love with this city. I've loved to see how it's grown and changed over the years, and especially see how it's risen to meet challenges that are presented to it, such as the COVID pandemic or the climate crisis. But more challenges present themselves every day, with an ongoing housing crisis and rising inflation that threatens our working and middle-class families, the backbone of our city. Were my partner and I to be seeking to find a place similar to what we have today, we wouldn't be able to afford it. Frankly, I don't think there's much in Salem we could afford nowadays, and the rental rates really don't make a much more promising picture either. Our story isn't a unique one, with many families worried about the rise in property tax that comes along with the rise in home values, and many more renters are concerned about when and how much the next rent hike is going to be. Beyond these issues that the city contends with, there are a number of projects that will be transformational for the city. Two major ones, the offshore wind marshalling yard and the Shetland Park redevelopment, will be occurring right here in the heart of Ward 1. Now, more than ever, it is important that we have a ward councilor who is willing and able to maintain consistent engagement with all community stakeholders to ensure that all voices of the ward, especially those historically most marginalized, are heard and represented during this process. For the marshalling yard, we have an alliance of community stakeholders, the Salem Offshore Wind Alliance, who is working on a community benefits agreement for the city to enter into with Crowley to ensure that there is an equal give and take between Crowley and the city. It'll be essential for our ward councilor to continue to support this group and their proposed benefits agreement, in addition to ensuring that Crowley is held accountable to said agreement once the work begins. This type of work will also be equally essential for the Shetland Park project to ensure that whatever the ultimate outcome for that property is, it is designed with the best interests of the residents of the Point neighborhood front and center. I'm running to be that ward councilor for you, Ward 1. As someone who has started his own small business as a private chef, I have the time and ability to engage full-time with the work that is needed for constituent services and community engagement. As I say at the doors, if you elect me and then the next time I'm knocking is 2 years from now to ask for a vote, then I've done something wrong. As your councilor, I will commit to continuous on-the-ground engagement with our neighborhoods to ensure that every resident's voice is heard and represented on the council. As the former chair of the Salem Democratic City Committee, I kept the group organized and engaged throughout the pandemic, providing consistent content and leadership for monthly meetings, engaging new membership, and sending regular newsletters to keep members up to date and informed. As the lead outreach coordinator for Phase 1 of Salem's Resilient Together the Point project, I took the lead on ensuring Salem residents, particularly Point neighborhood residents, were informed about the goings-on of the project and aware of opportunities to engage and give feedback, relying mostly on on-the-ground legwork connecting one-on-one with residents in the community. As the current communications officer for the historic Derby Street Neighborhood Association, I work to ensure that my neighborhood is kept up to date on association news, meetings, and events, in addition to helping keep them informed of current goings-on in the city, whether it's projects, issues, or events happening. As the vice chair of the Affordable Housing Trust Fund Board, Not only have I put significant work into increasing our engagement with lower income Spanish and Portuguese speaking community members, but I have also been a strong supporter of the board's role in maintaining an affordable rental market for our city's renters, advocating for the creation of rental registry that the city can use to better utilize data about our rental market to drive policy decisions. I'm running to be our next city councilor because I love this ward, and I want to channel that ward into being the best representative for it that I can be. I'm running to be the voice of all residents of the ward, not just the loudest or the most well-funded. My leadership style has remained consistent over the years. Tell me what you need to thrive, and I will work tirelessly to get it. If you'd like to learn more about me and my campaign, check out my website at voteforchris.org. That's vote, the number 4, chris.org. You can also look me up on Facebook or follow me on Instagram at Chris4Salem. I'm humbly asking for your vote in a few weeks on Tuesday, September 19th, and then again on November 7th. And I believe that together, we can create a Salem that's truly for everyone. Thank you.